Good morning, students. Today I am going to start the new topic from controlling chapter, and in some of the books this topic is not present, but in your syllabus it is present and it has the weightage of 5 marks in your board examination. So you just concentrate over it, then only you will get the things properly and you will come to know about the limitations, problems, demerits of controlling. As I told you earlier, then again I am revising the definition of controlling. Controlling is the last function of management which helps in removing the deviation between actual and planned performance. As I told you earlier, management controlling is very much helpful for the organization to remove the deviations and problems between the actual and desired performance, planned performance. Planned performance is a type of performance which is decided by the management to be achieved. If management decided to produce 100 products in a day and they are able to produce only 80 products, that means there is a deviation between planned and actual performance of 20 products. So that we can say the problems may be arises if the planned performance is not according to the actual performance. That is why the controlling is considered as an important function of management. And people always keep in your mind that controlling is a last function of management which helps the management to remove all type of deviations, all type of problems from the organization and helps the management to carry out the organizational goal in a best possible manner. That is why this function is executed, this function is performed by the management to take all the things in a best possible manner and also to get the organizational goal in a best possible way. That is why controlling is considered as an important function of management. Now come to the main point of today, that is called limitations of planning. Limitations are the loopholes, limitations are the problems which may be arises before the management if they are executing the function that is called controlling. That is why the controlling also have some limitations, also have some problems to be performed in the organization. And the first problem is difficulty in setting quantitative standards. So we can say it is quite difficult for the management. Sometimes it is quite difficult for the management to decide the quantitative standard or quantitative objective for the management, for the workers, those are working in an organization, because quantitative objective may not be achieved by the workers, may not be achieved by the all the employees, those are working in an organization, because sometimes lack of resources may take place in the organization, sometimes the workers may absent in the organization, so that the quantitative objective cannot be achieved. That is why we can say it is quite difficult for the management to decide the quantitative standard or quantitative objective for the entire organization at the same time. And in some of the books it is also written over there, it is difficult to decide the qualitative objective of the qualitative objective for the organization. As we know that Maggi faced the issue of more chemicals in that particular product because they are unable to follow the qualitative guidelines properly. So that we can also say that in many of the organizations they face the problem to decide the qualitative standard for the organization, in which sometimes they unable to fulfill the qualitative objectives. So that we can say it is very important to decide the qualitative as well as quantitative objective, and sometimes it may be difficult for the management to achieve these type of objectives. That is why it is the first demerit of controlling. The another one is no control over the external forces. As I told you earlier, controlling may not work in the changeable environment. So whenever the changes take place in the external environment, then also it is quite difficult for the management to achieve the decided objective. For example, today's today is 3rd July. So according to it, the XYZ Limited decided to produce 100 products on 3rd July, but due to bad weather, the workers remain absent in the organization and the organization unable to achieve that particular target to produce 100 products. That is why we can say the controlling do not control over the external forces those are present outside of the organization. Generally, there are two types of sources are present. The first one is internal source, another one is external source, and the management can control the internal sources those are available in the organization, but the management do not control the external forces those are not present within the organization but they are present outside of the organization, and these resources may be include customer, supplier, investors, and government. These external forces may be customer, supplier, investors, and government, and the controlling and the management do not control over these external forces. That is why we can say sometime the controlling problem may take place in the organization. The another one is resistance from employees. Resistance means workers always oppose whatever change made by the management because they are habitual to perform the work in their own way, in the old way, traditional way, but they don't want to accept any kind of new change made by the management. So controlling is a type, so it is also considered as a problem which takes place in the controlling because worker always try to oppose the judgment made by the decision made by the management, and it is the main problem which comes under the controlling because the worker do not easily accept the change, so the management has to perform different type of activities. They have to use their own skills to create the worker satisfied to accept the changes, accept the decision made by the management. That is why it also comes under the limitation of controlling. The another one is costly. As I told you people, controlling is a very costly affair because in which the management has to focus over the planning, then after they have to focus over the controlling. And nowadays it is quite difficult to find out the loopholes, find out the problems which take place in the way of working, so that the management has to hire the expert to identify the actual problem, whatever taking place in the organization related to the work. That is why we can say it's a costly affair which require a high amount, require a huge amount to perform the controlling function in the best possible manner. The another one is time consuming. As I told you people, controlling is also considered as a time consuming function of management because controlling may not done by the management overnight, but for performing the controlling function, management has to perform the different activities in the different manners to get the best possible result. That is why we can say controlling is a time consuming function in which the management also have to hire the specialist from outside of the organization, and they specialist has to analyze the overall condition of the organization. Then only they find out the loophole whatever taking place in the organization and try to remove the problem whatever taking place in the organization. The another one is meaningless without planning. It is very important because controlling do not have any existence without planning, and planning is also meaningless without controlling. So both of the functions are interdependent and interlinked with each other, and also we can say controlling do not have any existence, controlling do not have any meaning without planning, because planning prepare the platform to perform the work and controlling helps to find out the problems whatever taking place in the way of performing the work. That is why controlling is meaningless without planning. The last one is mental exercise. As I told you in the chapter of planning, controlling is also considered as a mental exercise because no one can find out the problems without doing the research, without doing the investigation of planning. Because nowadays controlling require higher thinking and higher thinking and innovative skills to find out the actual problem whatever taking place in the organization. That is why controlling is also considered as a mental exercise for the workers. Those are performing their activities in the organization. That is why we can say these are the limitations of controlling, and these controlling limitations are not present in many books, but you should watch the video again and again to know it properly and to get it properly, because it has the weightage of 5 marks in the board examination also. Many time it came in the board examination, so you should watch the video again and again, and I will also send the notes of limitations of controlling. So you just go through it, you just watch the video, then only you will get it. So you just look at the green board and take the screenshot of the key points. Okay students, if you have any query related to these limitations or any problem related to this limitations of controlling, you may ask on my personal number. You can send your queries on my personal number, or I'm also telling you to watch the video again and again to get it properly. So it is enough for today. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.